Welcome, welcome, welcome to WAP, Wealth Assets and Prosperity, getting you there to with your life and your business. My name is Jacqui Vasquez, Coach Jacqui, if you will. And we are here on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Media Worldwide. And I am super elated for our next guest, y'all. You are in for a treat. Matter of fact, it's so funny. I was talking to her before we got on here, and I was like, yes, I think I'm going to call this CMOS Prosperity, right? See more prosperity in your life by taking a look at your health. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let me introduce my girl. We have my girl, JustToya here with T Moss Shop. JustToya is a single mom of two from Atlanta, Georgia, and she started her career young. She had her fair share of experiences in the corporate world and was at her wits' end. She knew she was working for somebody and it just wasn't her dream. She knew she had to do something else. She knew she had to get out of there. So unfortunately, she in 2014, her health took a turn for the worse, and the food that she had known and loved her whole life was killing her. Her doctor recommended gallbladder surgery, and she knew there was a risk, and she couldn't imagine going in there for another surgery because of unexpected health conditions. In January 2015, her New Year's resolution was to impact differently the world. It was life-changing experience, and it led her down a path of looking for new ways to incorporate healthier options into her diet. She tried to save her health. She had to save her life. Y'all know what that's like, right? Just being tired of your body just failing you. And so that's when she started her business. She had a fitness goals, and she created her first business, Just to Go. And it was a salad business. Oh, that's awesome. But it slowly evolved into T Moss Gel. So without further ado, let's get more information from my girl. Let's talk to her about this journey. I am going to bring her up here with us. Welcome, my girl, JustToya.
Hey, Coach Jacqui. Thanks for having me.
Yes, I am so elated that you are here to have this conversation with me. When we spoke back in June, I just was so elated about all the information that you knew about CMOS, and you call it TMOS. Tell us more about this wonderful product that you got, girl.
Yeah, so let's give it up for prosperity, first of all, and prosperity with health, because without that, where are we going to be? You know what I'm saying? Where are we going to be? So let's see. TMOS started back in 2020, actually. And turn that off. Sorry about that.
I had to do the same, girl.
It happens. Turn that volume all the way down. But TMOS was created out of I saw someone else adding only 2 herbs to CMOS. And I was like, it is an abundance of herbs in the world, more than 2. I think their goal was giving the complete 102 vitamins and minerals to the body. But I said, it's people who not getting no vitamin minerals on no daily basis. So if they get any, along with some herbs for healing, we got some nutrients going on around here. And so that's how we got TMOS started. It came from an idea, started with a passion project. And then now it's turned into my whole purpose. My whole purpose for waking up in the morning, spreading the word about health. It's been my catalyst through this transition to a healthier me, basically.
Yes.
So like, let's share and spread and tell some more about it. We can actually get well. It can happen.
So tell us about that story. I know I butchered it because I was trying to read it, because when you wrote it for yourself. And I was like, wait, I can't read this like it's me. So I was trying to switch the words around, but I was killing it.
Good.
Let us know about your story, more about like, how did you get here? Because that gallbladder surgery, I know that was like, I ain't doing this.
It was a mess. I was in the doctor's office, and then, they examine you, and they're like, well, are you in pain over here? Like, no, there's no pain. Nothing wrong with me. Us as Black women, we can endure from here to Jesus come and on the way back, plus pick up a few people too. We can endure it. So I'm like, nothing is wrong. But apparently my gallbladder was inflamed with gallstones. And I was told that it came about from eating greasy, fatty foods. Period. Like that's where it came from, eating greasy, fatty foods. And then you sit there and you think, well, did I eat greasy, fatty foods one day, 2 days? I was eating them a bunch of days because at that time I did have a husband, and whatever it was we were eating, if it wasn't deep fried or gravy drizzled, it wasn't on the menu, So that was what we was accustomed to, our standard menu or standard, I guess, meal. Everything was deep fried, but he passed away. And so therefore that diet of that lifestyle went away. This was back in 2010. It's a bunch of stories in here, but then fast forward to the gallbladder being removed. After the surgery, I had to have an emergency surgery as well because my stitches came open and I was leaking from the inside to the inside. So therefore another emergency surgery within less than a week. So I went from no surgeries to 2 surgeries. I'm like, Lord, what is going on? He said, you know what's going on? I'm preparing you for a story. That's what's going on. So after that, I also realized that if I was eating the greasy, fatty foods what caused the gallstones in the gallbladder, they told me, oh, they can come back, the gallstones. But now they don't have a place to be because the gallbladder is gone. So I was like, well, where are they going to be? Just it's who knows, inside your body, up here, down there, anywhere. So, but the way to avoid that was to not continuously eating the greasy, fatty foods. And so that's how the salad business started, from wanting to eat something healthy. And yes, there's a lot of vegan and vegetarian options out there, but when you're starting, you don't know. And so once I started, I knew from a salad. I knew that I was green vegetables. I wasn't addicted to the salad dressing. And from there, the business started where a coworker said, make me one of those. I'm like,
it always starts.
I don't do this for a living. I'm just feeding myself. What do you mean? Like, make me one of them. I want one of them tomorrow. So me being my resourceful self, I typed up a little menu order form for us, like which one you want on there. And that was like 2-3 years of doing that. I have people call me to this day saying, can I get a Just to Go salad?
Yes.
Oh, that company is gone. You got to do it yourself at this point. But it was a bunch of recalls with the lettuce. The world was just not cooperating. The kids didn't want to work for free anymore. It helped. So I just had to revamp.
Yes.
They decided not to show up.
I love that. So what led you down to SEAMOSS, TMOSS, if you will? What led you down that journey? Like, how did you get into starting to create it and make it, like, from the salads to the SEAMOSS? I mean, tell us more.
It's a big difference from salad to SEAMOSS. But in 2019, I was let go from my corporate job. And it was like, well, what am I going to do? So fast forward to February the following year, I had a sound bath. The sound bath cleansed and restored my soul, gave me the will to say, yes, you can be an entrepreneur. You can do this on your own. Lean into it and give it a try. So I gave it a try. I started this with no knowledge of SEAMOSS, never seeing SEAMOSS before, not knowing where to get SEAMOSS, but I have always been resourceful. There's a will, there's a way, so I'll find out. So one girl was telling that she could help you start your business for maybe like $199. So I want to know, what am I going to get for this $199? How many days you going to talk to me, help me? All she was going to give was the SEAMOSS and then a booklet. I was like, if you just going to get a SEAMOSS and a booklet, I can find the SEAMOSS somewhere else. And believe it or not, I went to YouTube University.
Hello, somebody.
I went to YouTube University and researched how to make the SEAMOSS. What are the steps to get it done, to get it made? I did some trial and error for myself to see how did I want the moss as far as the gel texture to be. I already knew about herbs because that came from my religion, where I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and where we don't eat meat, we don't do drugs, we don't wear, a lot of jewelry, all that type of stuff. We just stay real subtle.
Yeah.
But so knowing about the herbs being there already and someone else combined them to the moss, I was like, this is a no-brainer. For surely I can try to do it. And so the idea just kept flourishing step by step by step in order of, yes, lean in and do this. Yes, accomplish it. Yes, spread the word. And so tea moss came. I made my first jar, and a friend of mine said, yeah, I'll go and drop your little tea moss off. And I was like, wait, I think that's the name. Tea moss is the name, because at first I was just calling it sea moss by Just to Go, because I was still with Just to Go in the salad. But she's like, no, I'll drop your little tea moss off. And I was like, that's it. We're going to roll with tea moss. The tea comes from the tea that we add to the moss, and the tea comes from Toya, who is preparing the moss as well. So there you go. You get a whole black business going from scratch.
Obsessed. I love that, because again, this podcast is more than just, okay, we're going to tell you how to. I want people to see real life stories where really at the end of the day, it is you solving a problem, you seeing a need and being like, I can help you with that. And so I am obsessed. Tell us, please, my queen, what are some of the things that tea moss can do for you? What are the benefits?
So straight off, what tea moss can do, it can up your energy levels, and then it removes the excess mucus. Plus, it is providing you vitamins and minerals and nutrients. 92 of those all by itself from the sea moss, because it's all natural. We get the product from the ocean. We use St. Lucia Gold sea moss. You know, we use top quality over here. We do have standards. I'll say that. Yes, we have standards in this business. Being that I tend to be nervous and shy, introvert, and I still don't play about the standards. Okay.
Yes.
So we use the St. Lucia sea moss. And so what else it'll do for you? It'll heal and restore your soul. Basically, for me, coming out of state of heaviness where I was obese, coming out of state of depression and anxiety, you know, from not knowing how to survive or really thrive in this world, it can take you from can't to can, basically, if you let it and if you allow it. I'll say that it's helped me focus on the business, help me grow the business, give me energy to apply to the business. Also, it helped me lose a lot of weight. I started this journey at a size 24. And right now I am trying to squeeze into 12. So
all right.
It's coming.
That's half the body, girl.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and what else I like to say is, you know how they tell you that black don't crack, but black does swell up. You know what I'm saying? Who making a potato salad, black does swell. So sea moss unswells you. If you want to be unswollen, that's what it'll do. Basically.
I love that. And to me, you know, I'm a very big advocate. Your health is your wealth, right? Your body will let you know, it will take you out, it'll take you down. And so I love how you're saying with it helps with the you know, decreasing the swelling. It helps with energy.
Yes.
That's phenomenal. So how do people use sea moss? Because a lot of the time we just go straight to coffee, and coffee, it has its own disadvantages where
advantages, you know, and disadvantages.
Yeah. Right. So did I say disadvantages? I don't know what I said, but yes, it has advantages and disadvantages. Yes.
It does.
So when it comes to the sea moss, how do people normally take it? Like, what do you recommend? Do they put it in a smoothie? Do I throw it in my drink? Like, what's an easy way for me to take sea moss so I can make it a habit for me to drink it or use it or eat it daily?
Right, on a daily routine. So we kind of made it, or hopefully we made it easy for you by flavoring it. We flavor it with the herbs, or we flavor it with the fresh fruit. Like mango, strawberry, pineapple blend. We have a good apple spice blend. All of those you can eat straight off the spoon. Spoon it up out of the jar because it is a gel texture, kind of like cranberry sauce or Jell-O shots, you know, that consistency. But you can eat it straight out of the jar. Now, if you're a person who makes smoothies, you could drop a big tablespoon down in there. You won't taste it. You won't have to deal with that texture of it, but your body will be so appreciative that you gave it to you in that smoothie. And for those that drink hot tea, I know it's hot Atlanta now. It's hot fun in the summertime. Nobody's studying no cup of tea right now. But if you put it down in some hot water, the tea moss does dissolve. So what you're getting is the actual tea that was brewed for a cup of tea, and you're getting the sea moss in that cup as well. From there. And what I also like to say is with tea moss, for our gentlemen who don't like to make a cup of tea, you're getting that cup on a spoon. As long as you spoon it up, put it in your mouth, you're getting that cup of tea right there ready for you. So it's almost like people think, well, how can I eat herbs? Here you go. Eat some tea moss gel and you can eat herbs, basically.
Oh, I
But
love
it's
that.
easy to add to your routine. What I've noticed as well is people don't even know that they're already on a routine when they think they can't do a routine. You're already in a routine, your Monday through Friday schedule. If you go to work every day, you're already in a routine. It's just shifting it a little bit,
Yes.
which is shifting that mind too.
I am obsessed. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Queen. I'm over here like, okay, I gotta get me some of this. I didn't know there were flavors.
Yes, we flavor it. Black folks, we like to spice it up, jazz it up, swag it up. Why would I do anything less with the moss,
I mean, I'm saying. And so you also made a point. I really want to touch on all the people it can help and the different ways it can help, right?
Okay.
And so really like when I was sitting next to you at the table, not to go here, but my show does air in the afternoon. So
Okay.
we could talk about this a little hot and spicy.
All
But you
right.
also said that it helps with men and getting it up.
Yes, it does. It definitely does.
Okay.
So the sea moss, I wish I had brought some on camera, but it's like dried up spaghetti, right? And so when you rehydrate it by soaking it in lime, ginger, and water, it swells up at least 5 times its sizes. So that fact alone, if a gentleman wants to swell up, the sea moss will do it for you, right? From beginning to end. So, and it does this by removing the excess mucus that lingers around in our bodies, right? Normally we can have a little bit of regular mucus, it's okay, but we get the excess mucus from the foods that we put in our body. I also had to realize the food was making me fat. The same way as you can only get a baby if a male and female have sex, you can only get fatter if you keep eating. Right. So it's what we put in our bodies. But if we put less mucus causing foods, there's less mucus to clog up our veins and arteries. That's what happened. And then there's not enough blood to circulate through all that mucus and debris. So that's what the sea moss goes in there. Clears out the toxins, clears out the debris. And it's like, I also want to tell people, you don't identify as fat, identify as swollen. Think of yourself as maybe I'm swollen and I done had an injury and the food is what caused the injury. So now I'm unswell you, right?
Yes. So I like that actually. I'm just swollen.
I'm just swollen, I remember as a little girl, they used to say people were big boned.
Yes.
Ain't nobody got no big bones out here.
No, ain't nobody. We all got the same bones.
Yes. All got the same bones.
I got the same bones. They're not big.
Ain't nobody big boned around here. So,
I love that. Okay, so of course I want to ask because my son just walked in, and so now I'm just like curious for as far as him goes. As far as athlete goes, how would sea moss help with like athletes, or say you are a person who works out often? What are the benefits? Because I'm hearing you, right? The lack of the swelling, the getting rid of the mucus, the increased energy.
Yes.
But like what? Like I just know this is a full figured thing here. Like how can I include it in his smoothies?
So it's definitely going to supply that energy. Plus, it's going to give you that will to motivate you to go back the next day. That's what it's going to have for you down in your system, down in your soul. Because, we in theory, it's like I can say I work out 3 times a week. But if I'm only driving to the gym, is that really working out? So you got to get out the car. You got to stay there for the 30 or 45 minutes to endure that session. Sure. So it gives you the energy to endure, gives you the motivation to continue to go back. Plus, it's giving you the nourishment for that muscle recovery. Because that happens lifting the weights. Lord, I found out that you can get sore and you can get tight. Yes, you can add protein as well. But if you're adding protein plus nutrients, you're nourished at this point. We're nourished. Yeah.
I am obsessed. Like, I don't even think you understand. I'm like, I need to go buy some like yesterday.
Right now. Yes.
So I'm ready. And a matter of fact, just because we are even having this conversation, I'm just going to drop my girl's link tree real quick just so y'all can get to this good here sea moss.
Yeah.
This tea moss. I love the tea moss so much, but I really do. There's something about it that got me like, okay, I like that.
I like it too. And then I like that it's not my actual name, so it can have its own identity. So I love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you have a detox, a
Yes, we're
detox.
doing a 14-day detox coming up, starting July 22nd. We're going to include some fitness into this detox, being that it's 2 weeks. So out of the 2 weeks, we're going to have 4 days of at least a 30-minute session online, a group session where you can come in with the Zoom. I got my trainer to network and work with me to do the routine. And then the other days, we're going to include some affirmations. We're going to include some yoga, a 15-minute walk, and to learn to be nicer to ourselves, because that's essentially how I had to get here. I had to be nicer to myself. I had to coach myself through this. I had to, come on, girl, you willpower me here, motivate me here. It's like it's all connected. It's just not one thing to do, you know? We think it's just going and moving and sweating, but you got to be nice to yourself too.
I love that. That seems like a full mind, body, and soul experience.
It is, yes.
And so I'm obsessed because, so how do people sign up for that? How do they get to go into this 5-day detox?
So the 5-day detox is a link. It's a pop-up when you head over to the website, which is tmossgel.com. You sign up for that waiting list, and you'll also get a jar of moss with the detox. And then another thing that I do is on Sundays, I make me a pineapple ginger self-recovery drink. And so I want to provide people at least with some herbs. Like I'll ship you out some herbs that you may want, that you can make the pineapple detox with me as well during the challenge.
Amazing. So what does the pineapple detox do?
So I found out that the pineapple skins have so many powerful benefits in them. First, the pineapple is filled with bromolamine, which is a digestive enzyme, which helps you digest and break down your food after you eat it, right? So I've learned if you gonna, in order to count calories, you got to actually eat them. So I don't eat them, right? So I drink things because it's less calories, less stuff to move around in your body. But I add the pineapple, I add ginger to it. I add holy basil to treat my adrenal glands. I add some mullein leaf tea, which helps remove their mucus down in the colon as well. Add cloves, some cinnamon sticks, a little cayenne, because if you warm up the inside of your body, it's like getting the wheels churning. Like if you're on a bicycle, say if you're pedaling, you're getting farther when you're pedaling. So if you can warm up your insides, the circulation can happen, the energy can happen, your inner spark can get to going in your solar plexus, so that you will be nicer to yourself. You will have that self-motivation to continue on, you know?
Yes.
So that's what the pineapple does. Plus, it helps me sweat more when I go and work out. I found some herbs that help me sweat as well, like pennyroyal, burdock root is good for helping you sweat to remove those detoxing toxins that you have. So if you sweat them out, we breathe them out, or we number 1 or number 2 them out, basically.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so getting rid of the toxins, it just seems like such an imperative thing for people to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say we don't focus on getting rid of the toxins? Like, what is holding us back from just releasing this? Because this detox sounds phenomenal, and all the things that detoxing does is wonderful. What is holding people back from detoxing or getting rid of the toxins?
I think fear sometimes. And I think it may be a fear of it may take too long. Because I know that was one of my fears at the beginning. Like, I'm heavy. I'm just going to always be heavy, or I've been heavy. So I'm here, you know. But no, your here can be somewhere different tomorrow. You know, if you just start, not even waiting on a Monday to start, just start at that moment, because each meal matters, whatever you're putting into your body. And if you start with one little good change, it can result into a world of changes. For me, I know I like dancing around the house, right? As you see me in public, I do dance, right? So I like turning the music on and dancing around the house. And so I figure if the dancing is moving, that's one good thought, one good choice, which can lead to, well, let me go to the gym, or let me find the trainer. Because if I can move this little bit without the aches or pains, and it was a good time, let's find something else. Even like Planet Fitness, they had a commercial that this is your thing, or this isn't your thing. Find what your thing is that involves some activity to get you to moving. And then once I also realized, you may want your family or friends or your household to do stuff with you, and they may not want to do it with you. But if you go to a place where they're doing what you want, you can find someone there that's already like-minded. I found a bunch of gym friends at the gym already. No, you might can't bring them with you all the time, but they're there.
Yes.
You just got to get out there and be with them. So
Yes.
I think it's that fear of, I got to do it by myself, or, oh, maybe it's going to take so long. No, it doesn't take long once you get started, because then your momentum is going. You got a good groove and you're enjoying it, especially if it's something that you like. Yes. All you got to do is get started. Get rid of that fear. Fearless.
Fearless. And I love what you're saying. It's about the getting out there, getting moving, doing the thing, and finding what makes you oh so happy. Because I tell my clients literally, we do what's called 20 minutes of mindfulness, 20 minutes of soulfulness, and 20 minutes of moving your body. And I say that I don't care if you pick your favorite 5 songs.
Better play them.
Play them and dance. That's 20 minutes.
Yeah, it really is. And there's no particular dance that you got to do. Just have a good time.
Just have a good time. Shake your butt, shake your shoulders, shake your arms.
Right.
You know what I mean? Before you know it, you may be booty popping on a handstand.
Right. Exactly.
Just keep working at it. So I am absolutely obsessed with TMOS now. I am. I'm like, I gotta go get me some. I gotta remove the swollenness and the toxins. What are some benefits do you think women can really see when it comes to TMOS? Because I know for me, just speaking of being swollen, right? Especially during that time of the month, I be bloating like a mug. Does it help with that time?
Yes, because there are some herbs that can help. Those that may struggle with PCOS, I do have a blend for that. And in that blend, it has ashwagandha root, motherwort, red raspberry, and meca powder, right? Plus the holy basil. So those herbs in there combined, I noticed that for myself, I had a shorter cycle one time when I ate that blend before the cycle. Normally it's like a 5 days. It may be TMI, but this one time it was only 3 days. I was like, you sure? I'm like, yep, we're gone. We'll see you next month.
See you next month.
Next month. You know what I'm saying? So it was tremendously shorter. Plus, there were no aches and pains. I don't really struggle from cramps myself, maybe on the first day, but that's it. But there's some people who have cramps like every single day through their cycle, before, after, all of that, right?
Yeah.
So, but what the CMOS can do can calm down those cramps from the herbs, removing that mucus, which is going to get you a good bowel movement. Sometimes I know during that time we have good bowel movements, because the body's like, everything out of here. We don't want nothing in here. So it pushes all of that out of the way, which are those toxins as well. It's the main thing that people have to realize is the mucus that gets in our way. It's like our veins and our arteries. Say your finger is this big. Your veins and your arteries have to be, or your veins rather, in here, it's much smaller than this.
Yeah.
But if they're clogged up and things can't move around, it causes the tension and the tenseness that we have. So that just needs to be reduced by drinking more water and adding the CMOS that is loaded with the vitamins and minerals and the nutrients from it. But yeah, it can definitely help with women in that.
I love this. I'm like obsessed. You see, I'm asking all the questions. I'm like, wait a minute. Because it just seems like it's for everybody. It's something that everybody could literally be using. And we're learning more about the herbs and things. Because I've heard of ashwagandha. We had a thing. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
We had a thing, this ashwagandha root that we were trying to put in smoothies and stuff like that. I think we even had the drink. Was that ashwagandha, Elijah? The shot we were taking?
Could be.
Oh, soursop. We were taking soursop.
Anti-cancer, yes.
Yes, and it's just
it's a little thick. It's a little thick on there.
Yeah. So I'm looking for anything to just keep the health, keep me with the vitamins, keep me feeling healthy. Because I gave my dad my kidney.
Okay,
I'm
look at
down to one
you.
kidney. You know what
Wow,
I'm saying?
yes,
So for me, I need whatever I can get to keep all the vitamins flowing through my body.
definitely,
So I
definitely.
love this.
And what else that the moss does that blend? It gives us some testosterone. Sometimes we have a little too much estrogen during our cycles. And so adding some natural testosterone to us, I think is what's balancing us out, keeping it well. Because yes, we do have some testosterone. We just don't need a lot lingering around.
We
So,
don't. I feel like my son, when I had him, he left some extra.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Left.
or either when we have partners, they leave some too. So stuff like that.
Ooh, girl, okay. Talk
Mm,
about it. All right.
yeah.
So I am loving this whole, like, I'm literally obsessed. I'm like ready to get off right now just so I can go buy me some T-Moss.
Get you some smoothies going. Spoon it up.
So the different flavors you said they have, do they do different things, or do they all, like, if we're taking the T-Moss, it has the testosterone, it has the ashwagandha. Like, I heard you name a whole bunch of different herbs. Are there different T-Mosses that do different things?
There are the fruit blends, they mainly provide antioxidants, which is like the anti-aging properties, which is for like hair, skin, and nails, keep us young, vibrant, and pretty. On those blends, the apple for sure provides fiber, which goes down there, clean out that colon. I've heard people had good bowel movements after that. The herbal blends, each of those are different based upon the herbs that are in them. The weight loss blend are herbs that are like mild laxatives to send you to the bathroom. Nothing that you have to stay in the bathroom all day, like diarrhea, because nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that. But you have to make time to at least go, because if you don't go, technically you're carrying it around with you. I have a blend called Joint Ease, which takes away the inflammation out of the joints, the aches and pains like arthritis, for folks with bad knees or bad backs. That Joint Ease blend knocks it out. I found out herbs called cat's claw, devil's claw. We add eucalyptus in there, some fennel seeds, ginkgo biloba, which is good to increase the circulation. So we can move the inflammation and then let the blood flow through. You got some good going on. That's the Joint Ease. So then the blend for men called the Stance, increase that libido, that testosterone. One for women called V-Drip to balance those hormones, increase that desire. So I want to be not tonight, honey. Be like, honey, where you at?
Where you at?
Honey, where you
at?
Drip, yeah.
Yes.
If it's not dripping, we could get it to drip for you. We can wet, if you want to wet the bed, wet the room, wet the shower, the V-Drip can get you there. That's what that does. And then we have a Black Girl Magic blend, which is for our younger women in case they're not really into that V-Drip thing, but they more so want to be healthy. That has mother's wort, red raspberry in there, Pardiaco to keep you from viral infections or not being so sickly. You know how some people are sometimes. Yeah, so Black Girl Magic helps with that. I was trying to think what else, but we have something for high blood pressure. We have something for those that have thyroid issues, which is mainly that mucus. Our signature blend is Very Berry, which has elderberries, sea moss, and the herbs in them. That's the one I'm most proud of because it's got everything in there. And that one helps boost your immune system, which lives in your gut. I'm not sure where everybody thought it was up the street at somebody else's house. Nope. It lives in your gut. And so it cooks the mucus out of there. Also, Very Berry has bilberries, which is another form of blueberry. And that helps with your eyesight and plus the antioxidants as well. Blueberries help with your night vision, and they also help with your insulin resistance. Plus, it has hawthorn berries, which is good for your high blood pressure, reducing that. And the main thing is how it makes it good for your high blood pressure is removing that mucus to get the circulation going. Because if you're not circulation, you're sluggish. How can you? It's like pedaling that bike up the hill, all the time. Like, no, so let's get on some flat surface so we can get some momentum going. Yeah. So there's a herb for almost any and everything. Lately, I've been making some herbs from for some ladies who had cancer. And so we do add the soursop to there. I found some herbs of periwinkle that gets rid of that yellow dog, red blood root. I got a whole plethora of herbs in here, but that helps. And then another herb, another blend that I'm going to start for myself based off trial and error. I recently was told that I have some fibroids, and it's kind of made me nervous. but not at the end of the world nervous. So I do
Mm,
have herbs to treat fibroids. And so I want
really?
to see if the sea moss can help dissolve those as far as within myself.
I have fibroids.
Oh, you have fibroids. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Mhm.
like, girl, say a word.
Yeah, so I'm going to start taking that. Plus, someone told me to go on a 21-day raw fast. Just eating the raw foods can help dissolve the fibroids. And so that's something I want
Mm.
to try for myself as well. Because I'm not really interested in the surgery. I have to go back and see what they're going to say. But this is still all early in the process of finding this out. But so I want to see if there's a natural way to get rid of them. And I'm going to let the moss do it.
I love that. Please let me know what you find out. Let's be
Okay.
honest, a lot of Black women have fibroids.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And there was a time where in my mom's generation, they were just giving everybody a hysterectomy.
Right. And then no one would talk
Everybody
about
knew
why they
it.
got the hysterectomy, you
No,
know?
nobody was talking about it. Yeah.
Right. I
And
know.
like I think like all my aunts got one, a
Mm-hmm.
hysterectomy, and my mama. And
Yeah.
so now I have fibroids. I just ain't done nothing about them because I'm like, well, they ain't in my way, so I ain't in their way. But I do have, I know probably TMI, huh? This maybe I should put on this episode, maybe a little bit too much information, but y'all will be all right.
Yeah, I will. We kept our clothes on though.
We kept our clothes.
Clothes on. I cracked myself up. We kept our clothes on though.
We kept our clothes on now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
We
good
got down in the
information.
details. That's what it is.
Yes, we're getting down to the details, and you never know who you could help. You never know who
Mm-hmm.
needs the information. That's real talk. Like, and so as Black women, a lot of us do suffer from fibroids, and so
Mm-hmm.
they were just taking them out, and now
Yeah.
they're doing kind of ablations where they're like burning the inner line of the uterus to get rid of them. I'm on an IUD personally to keep mine at bay, to keep them under control.
Okay.
So I would love to hear your results. I mean, please
Okay.
let us know. And just
Definitely.
FYI, y'all, we are here on Brownstone Media Worldwide, KCCR Radio, with our girl, JustToya. Let me tell y'all, when you want to follow her, T-Moss Jail, this is a wealth of knowledge. I
Okay.
mean, wealth. I'm sitting up here about to order like 5,000 jars of T-Moss
Okay.
personally.
She get well by tomorrow, y'all. She get well by tomorrow.
Because I'm like, whoa, it does all of that.
It
And
does
I'm sure y'all
all
sitting up here thinking the same thing. I didn't know it do all that.
that.
So,
Mhm.
and fun part about my girl, she doesn't just say, here your T-Moss, throw it in a smoothie. These things got flavors.
They got
Okay.
flavor.
She got flavors. And so
Yeah.
that's what I'm super juiced about. And I love that you said we could just put it in a spoonful, put it in a tea, put it in
Mhm.
a smoothie, and it'll just enhance everything that you're doing. And
It
then
does.
that V-drip though,
I mean, you looking for your partner, like you ain't home yet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't particularly
Yeah.
need any extra help in that, but you know what? I may just try it just to see.
Yeah.
So-
My brother and his wife, they both eat it, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't fool with them. Stay like what the song say. The neighbors know my name. The neighborhood probably know their name. So it's like, get back.
Done, son. I'm so done.
Mhm.
So one last question I really want to ask you is this. Because you got the 5-day detox coming up. That is
Mhm.
going to be phenomenal. Can you tell us one of the biggest transformations that you've ever seen when it comes to TMOS? And it
Um,
could be your own personal journey, but what's a transformation that you've seen happen for people that is really beneficial for them?
let's see. I would say people coming back to life. I had one incident where one of my mom's friend came and picked up this was during the year where I wasn't selling. So she picked up about 6 jars from me. She told me her daughter was really sick and she know about Dr. Sabi and she know about the moss. And at this point I was questioning, like, does this really work for myself early on in the stage? But she took those 6 jars and she called me back within 3 days. She said, I think her daughter's Donna. She said, Donna is up. She is outside. She is moving around the house. She has more energy. She's lively. She's talking back to us, just the come back to life
Mm.
feedback that I get so many times from people. Being an entrepreneur, I do get discouraged. I am over here alone in this journey by myself. I got my mastermind group, but outside of that, it's like you have to be nice to yourself. But when I get the feedback from people A guy bought a joint ease blend. He bought it on a Thursday. He called me back on a Monday and said, I'm gonna need some more of those because my brother needs one. I was like, okay, well, let me get to making it for you. You know what I'm saying? And then he told me, I told my doctor about you. I was like, wait, what? Am I gonna be in trouble? No, it's like they were impressed for based off his feedback, based off his rejoicing in the moss and how it helps. And he's even telling me, I don't know what you putting in this, but
I don't know what you put
I don't know what you putting in this. I'm like, it's herbs. Just as Eddie Murphy said, just some juices and berries, you know. So I'm putting everything all natural. Everything that I have, anybody in the whole entire world could have bought it themselves,
Yes.
started this business themselves. I didn't have a secret code or secret book of anything. I just had the will of wanting to get myself well without a prescription. And I
Yeah.
knew a prescription wasn't going to actually do it, you know? So it's like, how can I research? And I started with the herb of holy basil, treating my adrenal glands. And just from there, it's opened up to a whole new world of healing that I get introduced daily basis on this thing. So just the feedback alone, I've been loving it and encouraged from it to like, yep, if they like it, go ahead and make another jar, you know? It's worth it.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go, JustToya, please, one more time, Queen, let us know about this 5-day detox that we can join you on. Is it coming up soon? Because
Yes, Coach Jacqui. Thanks so much. It's actually a 14-day detox this time. We've done 5 days twice before, so now we're stepping it up a little bit, putting 14 days on it. And we're also adding some fitness into it. You're going to get 4 workout sessions online at 30 minutes each. Plus, you're going to get some interaction with me. You're going to get a jar of T-Moss gel to last you through the challenge. Plus, you're going to get our self-care Sunday pineapple ginger detox recipe to make, other smoothie recipes. You know, you're just going to get 14 days of some self-care healing with how you can get started if you don't know how to get started. And another thing, you're thinking, well, who is the detox for, or who should detox? Technically, if you ate anything yesterday, you can start our detox.
all right. And we know y'all ate yesterday.
We know y'all ate something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ate just on the holiday, the 2 days ago, you can
Yes.
the detox is for you. If you ate yesterday,
Yes.
you can detox today.
I am obsessed.
Thank you so
So
much.
follow my girl at T-Moss Gel
Yes.
everywhere, social medias. Okay, get on this good here detox challenge. Go ahead and get your old T-Moss, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm over here like, I gotta go get me some of all of this,
Come
all
and get
of
the
it,
spark back. What it
right?
is.
Because ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody trying to be swollen, ain't nobody. I'm trying to get this PCOS under control. Like, there
Mm-hmm.
are things going on in my body, and especially with aging. I mean, you even said something for the joints. Like, good
Yeah.
Lord.
You know, we got them. Even if like carpal tunnel, because us ladies will be in the office, we'll sit at the desk and get to typing 1,000 words a minute. But those fingers and joints are tired, and that carpal
Yep.
tunnel is something real. But the
Yeah.
Chinese can help you with that as well.
Joint ease.
Joint
So
ease.
yeah, slide on to my girl. This link tree right here is gonna have the wealth of knowledge, and not only that, follow her so you
Yeah.
can just see everything she's doing and everywhere she is going, so we can get on this healthy train together. Because again, your health equals your prosperity. You want to be prosperous in life, you have to have a healthy body, and T-Moss is gonna do nothing but help you get that healthy body.
Yes.
With everything she said here today, I mean, my wig is still on the floor.
Your health and fitness journey starts with us at T-Moss Gel. And if you want to be well, or if you're going to be here, might as well be well. You know?
Okay. Queen, let's go. So I want to thank you so much for joining me, Diva. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for being here today. We are on KCCR Radio, Brownstone Media Worldwide. This was another fabulous episode of WAP, Wealth, Assets, and Prosperity for your life and your business. Honey, I appreciate you, Queen. We may have to have you back. We may have to do a whole nother episode where we dive a little deeper into all this because this was bomb.
I know. Stay tuned for part 2, right?
Okay, stay tuned for part 2. So we love y'all. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm like, hey, give me get my life.